Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent Walk Down Memory Lane with Love and Death. We are deep diving episode 1 of Love and Death. And oh, Candy. Oh, Candy.
Candy. Well, you came and you took without giving.
Absolutely, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Well, she did give in some ways.
Yeah, she did. Am I right?
But we wanted to deep dive this. Oh, go ahead. What about Alan?
Alan got some gifts from Candy. Am I right?
Yeah, we're going to deep dive into it. But one of the reasons we wanted to go into Love and Death, we know that it came out years ago, and the story was back in the 80s, I think, the actual situation that happened. But the reason we're deep diving it is because it is filmed in Central Texas, where we live. So it's filmed, there's parts in Austin, Hutto, Lockhart, Georgetown, and definitely Smithville. There's a lot of Smithville in it. And you've heard us talk about Smithville a lot on the podcast. So
yeah. So it feels like somebody followed us around with a camera, and watching it back is a little unnerving because it was like, well, I was there. I was just there last week.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my gosh, I was just at that spot.
I know. And I was thinking, like, also it's unnerving because I remember that time in history and all of the telephones and the appliances and the cars and the clothes and just like it's like going back in time to what should have been a simpler time, but poor Betty did not get to have a simpler time in her life. So, but let's get into the show.
Well, and the name's Betty.
Yes, but her real name was Bethany.
Oh, okay.
And now I would call her Bethany.
Okay.
Because I think Bethany's a really pretty name.
Well, that was her birth name, but everybody called her Betty.
Everybody called her Betty. Like everybody would shorten everybody's names to nicknames.
I would assume Candy was Candace or
I don't know. Else. I think it was actually Candy.
Very interesting.
Because if you deep dive Candy's, it was Candace Lynn Montgomery, you're right. But she did have, a challenging life to her. And, gosh dang it, Shelley, if those triggers just did not get her.
Oh my gosh. I love that word so much.
I know. It's on the top of your list of favorite words.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about each of the characters and you tell me what you think. So Candy, okay, go ahead.
No, I want to say this is a David E. Kelly series, and he always brings it. He always brings it. He's so friggin' talented.
He is.
And, I mean, I'm just like, he nailed it. He hit it out of the park. I felt like I was in the 80s. There was not a misstep, not like Hunting Wives, where it was like they acted like they were from Texas and then they did non-Texas stuff.
Right.
He 100% nailed it. He represented very, very, very well.
Well, and not that he's the same, but I love the attention to detail. It's like a Stanley Kubrick. Now, Stanley Kubrick definitely had a lot of Easter eggs and everything like that, but it's the paying attention to every detail, like the colors of the wallpaper, the colors of the appliances, the colors of the clothing, the cars. I mean, how the women put themselves together back in that time. Like there was a lot of makeup and hairspray being used at that time. It was not a more all natural type atmosphere that we're in now. But I agree with you. I love his directing. I think he gets it. He gets what we're trying to do. We want to feel like immersed in the situation. So that the date, the theme of the date of the 80s is part of the character like it's part of it's like a side character of it. So good point. All right. So the main characters in this story are Candy Montgomery, played by Elizabeth Olsen. I want to ask you, Shelley, does Elizabeth Olsen remind you of our friend Heather, Fancy Heather? Her mannerisms, the way she kind of shimmies, the way she walks, her posture is like perfect. She kind of looks at things and bats her eyes. Even if she were looking at a tree, it would have like a flirty sense to it, like this very come hither, feeling. I love Elizabeth Olsen in this kind of Heather's very like her mannerisms. They have very similar mannerisms. Yes. And Elizabeth Olsen, I love how she kind of has that Bambi-eyed, doughy look. Yeah, she's just all looking off like, who, me? Are you talking about me? I would never.
I don't know how many men could have not slept with her.
Oh, I know. If you would have put it out there, I think men would be like, okay, yes, of course. Where do we go? What time? And you're bringing a sack lunch, Carrie? Yes, I'm in. A homemade lunch in a picnic basket? Hell yeah, sign me up.
From scratch.
All right, then we have Betty Gore, who's played by Lily Rabe, who does a great job. Mm-hmm. She does such a great job creating like this high-strung wife whose husband travels all the time, who's on a timeline to have her third, I think, child, and is very strict and stuck to these timelines. And, just kind of, you traveling is causing me too much stress, not to mention she's a mother and she's a middle school teacher. So I can imagine being a middle school teacher back in the day, or junior high teacher, that was extremely stressful while your husband's traveling and you're trying to keep it all together. And you're going to church like 3 times a week. And you're going to watch your husband's volleyball games while he's flirting with somebody that you could tell they have a little love and hate.
There's some chemistry.
Right.
The outfits for volleyball.
I know. The high socks, the shorts.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Spot on. Then we have Alan Gore, who is played by Shelley's bestie, Jesse Plemons.
I'll take that. I love him. I'm a fan.
For sure. So
he nailed it. He nailed that middle-aged man situation. The dad bod, just his coming in from work and everything. I mean, he nailed it. He did such a great job.
I have to tell you, his hair was a bit distracting to me because I was like, how much flat iron time did they have to use on that hair to get all the waves and kinks out, to have it lay just so perfectly like politician hair? But I could not stop staring at it. Every time he would talk, I would just stare at his hair. So it was a little distracting to me.
Hilarious.
But what I notice about Alan Gore, he always looks a little torn, lost, and confused. He's like, what am I doing?
He's like a lost puppy.
Yes. Then you have Patrick Montgomery, who's geniusly played by Patrick Fugit, a man of few words. He's a little mousy in his demeanor, very apologetic, loves to sing in the choir, but more than importantly is having an incredible affair with his TV set. He seems to love the boob tube.
He's got to turn the genius brain off. I mean, come on. He's a genius. Give him a break.
I just, watching him, I'm like, gosh, how many men did this represent back when TVs were coming out, and the 80s when they, it was kind of right before Atari, or right around when Atari was about to hit. The video games were not quite there, but those type of people that sit on their couch and watch TV a lot, no, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, when you have an active wife like Candy, who's a go-getter, who wants to have sex, you can tell she's just in her sex time, sexy time. And then you have a husband when she goes up to cuddle next to him, and he goes, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I mean, she must have felt so rejected all the time by him. She wanted a little spice in her life.
I don't think she should play the victim in this situation.
Not at all. She's not victimized at all. And then the side characters that I mean, these are great actors. They had a great ensemble cast, the amazing cast, but it was Kristen Ritter who plays Candy's support team. She's one of those friends that backs you no matter what, almost kind of eggs you along to do all the bad decisions all the time.
A little ride or die situation.
Ride or die. And then you have the preacher, who's played by Elizabeth Marvel, Preacher Jackie. I really liked her. She was definitely one of those people that's like ride or die, but is going to be a straight shooter with you. Like, nah, we're not doing this. This is not a good idea. You're going to, she was basically the foreshadowing character. This is going to go very wrong. So she was the words of wisdom, but she was still going to be your friend and support you, even if you were going to make those really stupid mistakes. So great cast. I think the director, they did a great job putting these people together. So in the story, it starts with the drone flying over the city of Wiley, played by Smithville, Texas. And Smithville's a great place to do movies because it's very picturesque. It's very old school. It hasn't changed in 5,000 years. You don't have to worry about the backstop saying something modern. It's not going to. It's okay. It's a town nestled next to the Colorado River. The main street is beautiful. Again, there's nothing going on, so you don't have to worry about anything looking modern. And then, but it also has like different places, which we'll get into as we're telling the story. But I definitely thought Smithville was a great home base for this story. What did you think of Smithville being filmed, being one of the characters, or Wiley, I guess I should say?
Well, I love that they use Smithville. Every time I'm there, I feel like it's a walk down memory lane.
Yeah.
At, slower times and I also, after meeting with Grant and everything and hearing, there's certain cities in Central Texas that are so found friendly. I think it's great. I feel like we have an intimate relationship with that town,
right?
And so it was like, oh, I've taken photos there. I love this. I love that. Yeah. Oh, that's where Sweet Tea was. Oh, this is,
yeah.
And I cherish it. I do feel like it's still stuck in the 80s. I feel like it's still stuck in the 80s, and I love that slower life and stuff like that. I love it.
It's a sweet town. If you ever get to go, take a bicycle. It's very flat in the main part of the town, and you can ride around the roads and look at there's some beautiful old mansions there, beautiful houses. You're going to want to buy some real estate. Go ahead and do it. And then make a new business there. They really definitely love privately owned businesses, not these big corporations, I think they have, other than like gas station, I think they have Brookshire's, which is, that's not privately owned, it's publicly owned. And then they have like a Dairy Queen, and and they have a 7-Eleven. That's it.
That's it.
Anyway, so in this story, after they do the opening credits and everything, it starts with Betty like getting upset that Alan's leaving because she's on a timeline. She's ovulating and she wants to get pregnant. Gosh, I remember the pressures of I remember I put myself on a timeline for children. Nowadays, I think people have to put themselves on a timeline because they wait longer. But I remember thinking, okay, I don't want them too far apart. Well, I had all my kids far apart, but I remember people being like, I don't want to have them too far apart. I want to have them at this time. Da, da, da. And so they would have the ovulating kits and all of that. Now they just have the ring you could put on your finger, and it tells you all about your ovulation.
I also think as an educator, y'all are like, okay, I want to go in. You don't want to jack with the kids most of the time. Some people don't do that, but you know, it's you're like, okay, I need to do it during. I need to go into labor during the holidays, or I need to wait and go into labor during spring break
or summer. Yeah.
summer. Yeah, and so y'all try to align the stars to cause the least amount of,
some people, but I think I realize it just doesn't matter. Just have your baby when you want to have your baby.
Agreed. Agreed.
I'm like, just have it. Why put everything around your job? They don't care.
Well,
they don't care about
you. as a special ed mom, I'd really appreciate.
You did appreciate. Come on, guys, don't get pregnant.
Can his support person and teacher not be on maternity leave at the same time? That sucked.
It did.
That caused a little regression.
Yeah. Well,
and mediation.
But Taylor would say, "Hey, they're human. They're allowed to have their babies when they want to."
Of course. And I love that they had babies, and I love their babies.
Yeah.
And a big fan of their.
But seriously,
but damn it. Damn it.
I know, damn it.
Good job. Wait, one more year.
Yeah. 1 more year. Or at least stagger it.
Yeah.
So after they were in church and singing and having their church lunch outside on the lawn, which looked so pretty, which the church was actually not filmed in Smithville. I think it was Hutto Lutheran Church and St. Peter's Church. St. Peter's Church of Coupland. So those churches, that Coupland, St. Peter's Church is so pretty. I'm just like, oh, it's picturesque. The white one, it's all beautiful. So in that scene, afterwards, they go after church. The Montgomery family decides it's a great idea to go to the movies with your kids to watch Grease. What? We did it too. We watched Grease. Then when I watched it later, I was like, oh my God, this is a movie about teenage sexuality and sex, pregnancy, abortion, dropping out of school, and taking someone's virginity. Nothing says family like summer loving, happy so fast.
Well, and I have to say, when we watched it back then, we did not recognize that.
We didn't know.
We had no idea.
I did not know that Grease
I was like,
about
oh
sex.
my gosh, look at Olivia Newton-John.
Sandra Dee.
Sandy's dressed sexy today. Yeah. And if you join a gang, you get to dress sexy.
I remember when we watched Grease, we sang the whole soundtrack. We acted it out like we were smoking cigarettes, put our shirts on our shoulders, shimmy, 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 walked a little sexy at the ripe old age of like 8.
Yes. Yes. And on repeat. But watching it at that age, I honestly just thought, oh, it's a musical. There's dancing. Yeah. John Travolta's adorable. And Olivia Newton-John. Oh my gosh.
I thought she was gorgeous. I wanted to be her.
Yeah, for sure. You and every gay boy in America.
I just loved like her transformation.
Yeah,
I was like, but what happened to Sandra Dee? She was so cute.
I know. It was the toss up of like, goodbye to Sandra Dee. Wait, Riz. I need a favor. Can you help me dress like a hooker?
Well, and it's like an aged her. She went from like, 16 to like 35.
Yeah. My favorite was Cha-Cha.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
wow.
is a badass.
Yeah. That was a great movie, but I just thought it was funny that they all went to the movie theaters.
That they were all 40.
Yeah.
Everybody in Greece was 40 when they
Exactly. And then I thought it was funny how the dad, Pat, they called him Pat, how he would do those dad jokes. How many times do dads do dad jokes? Like he pretended to sneeze like a nasty candy into his, like during the movie, he like acts out like he's sneezing up a loogie and then he passes it like, do you want some? And then he eats it. I'm such a funny dad.
Well, and how annoyed Candy was when he did it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, oh, look at him engaging with the kids. How
Yeah.
insane. Like, I was like, oh, I leaned into it. And then she just looked like, when you go to sleep tonight, I'm going to pluck out your eyebrows.
He's like, not that thing again. Because it's one of those things that he does every time he goes to the movies.
Well, and Adrian, I mean, Adrian has these jokes on repeat, and I would,
Yeah.
and he's funny, and he's very, very, very funny. But
Yes.
I'm like, please don't laugh. Please don't laugh. If you laugh, he's got 7 more right behind it, you guys. Please do not make eye contact. Do not laugh. And we've heard him so many times. It's like, like, I'm
So
gonna jump in the shower.
true.
I mean, if anybody says I'm gonna jump in the shower, he's like, oh, be careful. Every single time. I don't think that's safe. I don't think you should jump in the shower.
Yeah.
Nope. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a shower.
I think John would do the same thing with we'd both be on a long road trip. We'd be like 3 hours in, and he'd be like, "Oh, I forgot something. We got to go back every time."
Oh my gosh, the dad jokes.
Dad jokes are great. Just embrace them.
Just embrace them.
You're gonna
So
look back
funny.
one day and go, "Oh, that was funny."
It was funny. It was funny.
So after watching the sexy movie of Summer Lovin',
yeah, then she was like, nobody's gonna get between me and Alan.
Yeah, but that movie scene was filmed at the Palace Theater in Seguin, Texas.
Seguin, another walk down memory lane.
So Seguin is where, when we were growing up, our family had a ranch called Moon River Ranch. Aww. And then they after Papa Bell passed, they ended up selling it. But boy, do I wish we still had that place.
Me too. Me too. Sad bananas.
Sad bananas.
And we just, I mean, timely, we just met Ben Danil. And he sings Moon River. You guys stop what you're doing and go follow and listen. That beautiful voice. I messed up and accidentally restarted the episode, and we were out of time, and so but he's coming back. He's coming back. But go follow this young man. He is a bright light at the whopping age of 27 with the most soulful voice. Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't get enough of it. Swoon with the wedding song of the year.
Oh yes,
till the credits roll.
Yes, beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
So Shelley, after they went and saw Grease, Candy's daughter comes out for Halloween dressed like the sleazy, not to slut shame anyone, but the sleazy Sandra Dee. And her mom's like, no, totally inappropriate.
Hey mom, you brought them to the theater and now you're upset that she's imitating what you showed her.
Right.
Well, you're in the process of trying to have an affair.
Yes. Judgy judger.
Judge Candy judge.
Let me ask you, did you ever wear a sleazy, slutty Halloween costume?
Yeah.
What would you dress like?
Probably I never pulled it off very well. I mean, I think I was like a cat or whatever.
A sleazy cat.
Yeah. I don't think I ever pulled it off. And one year we tried to do like sexy dressing to go out on Dirty Sixth, and the guys out sexied us with their Cher costume.
Or Hooters. They would just like
Hooter girls and stuff. So they outdid us, and it was just like, wah, wah. People were stopping to take pictures with Cher. It was so incredible. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I don't want to out anybody, but it was phenomenal.
Some people look really good dressed up like women.
Agreed.
So I got to give
like
it to
our
him.
friend Patrick Flynn. I mean,
Yeah.
he looks
Yeah.
incredible.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you got to go check it out because he's very talented. I'm like, can you
Very
just do my
talented.
makeup, please?
I know. Well, can you do my hair?
Do my hair, do my
Oh my
makeup, dress
gosh.
me. I'm
Dress me. Hey, Pat Flynn, please dress me.
so after all of that, they have a scene of Pat Montgomery mowing the lawn in high socks and penny loafers.
Raise your hand if your dad did that.
Absolutely. Our dad would wear these long socks all the time that he'd have hair on his legs, but the bottom part where the socks started was like smooth, like soft by his feet and his ankles. But he would always mow in shorts, long socks, and his work shoes, which were like a dress shoe.
And our dad was always a baseball coach or an umpire or whatever. So he wore those coach shorts.
Coach shorts. I wonder, yeah, I mean, how I know coach shorts. They can definitely accentuate parts of your package and stuff. I wasn't looking at dad's, but I have seen coaches and I'm like, oh, those look good on him. But they make your waist look really high because they come up really high on your waist.
Yeah, they were high waisted, and he would alternate between, you know, like a t-shirt and a wife beater.
Yeah.
With the coat short and the socks and the penny loafers.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. I want to ask coaches out there, when you wear those, do you wear like protective cups? I don't know. I'm wondering because it's funny. Those shorts are hilarious.
Those shorts are hilarious.
They have to bring them back.
Bring them back. I would like to see Barnabas Reed and some coat shorts.
Absolutely. And just for Halloween, like it would be so funny.
Yeah.
I think and then act it out. Like, yeah. You know, act it out. Be the part.
But be an 80s coach. It wasn't like it wasn't uplifting. It was like, you suck, clown. You're on the bench.
Yeah. So the Queenswood house.
Trophies are for winners only.
Yes, trophies are for winners only, no participants. So Pat Montgomery is mowing the house that is on Queenswood, and I deep dove the house on Queenswood. It's I'm not going to give the address because it's an actual house in the Austin area, and it's owned by a Texas Monthly writer named Sean O'Neill. And he writes about his house being the place for this entire scene, all these scenes. But it does remind me of the Castlewood area. But it says, well, I looked up. Yeah, I looked it up and it's in that area. But it said it's in like the Crestview area. Is that the name of our old neighborhood?
No, Crestview was up near you.
Yeah, because then when I put the address in, it was not in Brentwood or Crestview. It was in our old neighborhood of Castlewood. So yeah, we were right.
Well, but sometimes they use the exterior for one shot and the interior for another shot.
Yeah, I think the exterior was in our old neighborhood. Yes. I think the interior may have been somewhere else.
His neighborhood. Yeah. And I remember when they were actually filming, because Coulter has a monthly appointment over in that area. And I'm driving through, we had to go around, like the whole street was blocked, and so we had to go around, and I was like, what are they filming? And you can Google it and find out, you know.
That's fun.
Yeah. And we've had the great pleasure of with our Airbnbs having some movies filmed on our property, and that's a very fun experience, and we're down for it. We love it. You know, we're not jacking with the prices because it's a film crew. We embrace it. We love it.
Yeah. So
we
film crews.
We love to support the arts, and we're not going to increase. We're not going to gouge.
No.
We're like,
No
come on,
way.
come film. And yeah, there's been a couple of commercials, and Love from Ellie was filmed at Westview.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. We're down for it. If you're wanting to make a movie and our house is a fit, we'd love to be a part of it.
I love that about y'all because I think your house is perfect for filming or also just hosting the crew, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, you don't have to gouge people. Let them make their art.
Yeah, go make your art. Yeah. We had one fashion designer that
Wow.
she used the pool. She did all this weird plastic inside the pool and funky lights,
Nice.
and so the models would jump into the pool in her clothes, and then the floating down in the clothes, and that was the screen of her runway show.
That's
I
amazing.
know. Yeah. It was pretty impressive watching the process. Yeah.
Well, just ask them, say, I won't charge you a lot, but can you invite me to your
I
things?
know. I was like, can I come to your runway show?
Yeah, I
So,
just want to see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, they're like, yeah, up front. And then they're like, they get busy. And it's
I
like,
know,
they're
I
in the middle of
know.
their art. And it's like, we
Yeah.
never hear. It's like, can you send us? I just want to see it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So after they show the mowing, there's poor put upon Candy, whose life marriage has lost its spark as she's standing in her beautiful nightgown and robe, doing her nighttime routine, and husband's watching TV laughing in bed, and she just feels so not appreciated or loved on. Wah, wah, wah. And but I was really struck by the pajama and nightgown and
Agreed.
slippers because I'm like, I go to sleep in like a t-shirt, maybe some leggings or some shorts, and maybe socks if I'm cold. Um, and that's what I sleep in. I have a robe if it's cold, but I don't just walk around like fully dressed for bed.
Yeah, once I'm changing into my pajamas right before I'm climbing into bed. But
Right.
we just had this conversation the other night at La Popular, Jody. Leticia was talking about all her different pajamas and how much she loves pajamas, and
Oh.
how many different pajamas she has. And I was like, what? I have like 3 pajamas. I mean, why do you have so much stuff?
Well, my pajamas are the same clothes I wear during the day. I mean, I change them before I go to bed, but it's basically like you'll find me in the shirt that I slept in like maybe 3 days later after it washes. I'm not buying all new clothes just to go to sleep.
It's so funny. And Bonita also had like pajamas, and Jessica, they were like, we love our pajamas. And I was like, I mean, this is my pajamas.
I've definitely worn nightgowns to out, you know.
Oh yeah. And it was cute.
I'm like, who cares? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't put money in that because it seems like a waste of money for me.
Yeah, it's not our thing. And I wonder if it's our upbringing or whatever, that we're like pajamas shamamas.
Well, we would get one set every year at Christmas. And then when Granny passed, that was it. We didn't get any more. Oh, well. I'm impressed with Graham does it. She wears like a whole pajama set, her robe, her slippers, everything's coordinated. I'm just like, okay.
Maybe this needs to be one of our poll questions.
Oh yeah. Do you wear pajamas to bed?
And the craziest thing is, one of these people, I'm not going to out anybody, but they sleep naked. And so
Right.
they put on the pajamas, and then they're like,
take them all off.
I'm like, what the holy hell?
You might as well just,
we were like, do you wear the same pajamas all week, or do you? I mean, what's happening?
Probably not. Probably not.
Those,
yeah.
And the reactions were so funny. The reactions were like, hell yeah, I watched it. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Oh no, I wear it all week.
Yeah.
You know, blah, blah, blah. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, this is cracking me up. I mean, y'all, this right
that
here
is a good pull.
pajamas.
Let's put it down. I'm wearing my pajamas to this dinner.
I literally, I am literally, because today is one of my no drive, no spend days.
Yeah.
I'm still in my pajamas and wearing my house shoes.
There you go. Well, you have house shoes. At least those are cute, by the way.
I know. Well, they were a gift.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them.
Thank you, Kim Stockenboyer.
Oh my gosh, she's the best gift giver ever.
She is. So
okay,
thoughtful.
so after that, they're driving around town, and Candy is driving in her station wagon, which completely reminded me of our station wagon growing up.
I have to say, David E. Kelly knocked it out of the park with these scenes.
Yes.
He killed it. The music.
Yes.
The music in this series.
Yes, the cars, the singing to the music. I remember that being part of everything.
Oh my God. Her and how she was moving to the music and her reaction to the music. And the music they chose was top notch. I mean, I just was like, y'all hit it out of the park. I was like, oh my gosh.
It definitely hit the decade just right.
Well, and it also was like relevant to what she was going through at that time.
Right.
It told her
the
story.
Sexual angst.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I want to write down all the songs that they played because nailed it. I mean,
so when she was driving that station wagon, did it remind you of when we were kids and driving
100%.
I know.
I mean, so much fun. And you guys, if you never got to live and ride in a station wagon, I feel sad for you. Back
in the day, we would ride in the station wagon. It'd be like 7 of us. Some in the way back, some in the middle. No seat belts. You could, mom or dad would slam on the brakes. You could fly. You'd hit in, the back of the front seat. There was always a bucket seat in the middle.
Convict Hill, the jump.
Yeah, there's like a big hump. You'd hit your head. The back of the station wagon was as big as an 8 to 12 size jacuzzi tub. You could seat so many people in there, and it was a floating couch.
And we preferred it. We preferred it. We preferred to be in the way back, and then we'd go to the grocery store, all 7, which never made any sense to me. It was like herding cats, and then we had to scoot to where we were sitting on the floorboards
because all the groceries
were in the back.
Yeah, we did not have seatbelts back then.
No, we stood up. And we walked around the back seat. We climbed over it while you're driving.
Because it's gigantic. It was gigantic. And the only safety measure was Dad's arm. He would just throw it out and protect the whole family.
And there was also an opportunity for a boob touch. Like
not dad.
No, but like when you were riding around with your boyfriends in middle school and high school and stuff,
I get it.
There was an opportunity for I'm protecting you, but I'm also gonna touch your boob.
Right. I feel so much safer. Sid, get your hand off my boob.
Or lack of boobs. I was a nearly A.
Yeah,
so it was like wah wah wah.
Well, and that's when you got dumped after.
Yeah, it was like,
Just kidding. So later on in the movie, they show Candy and Alan talking about the affair in the station wagon.
Yes.
And they were, to me, very public. Like, you're sitting in the car together after everybody's left in the parking lot. You're the only 2 cars there. Somebody could have driven by in that small town of Wiley. And at first, Alan seems like, no, thank you. I don't want to do this. I love Betty. I don't want to hurt her. She cheated on me in Mexico, but I don't want her to feel the same way I did. And then he kisses Candy at the end, which sent complete mixed messages. So she's like, wait, I'm confused now. Is it a yes or a no? I'm confused.
Yeah, it was.
But I think the thing about Candy that I was like impressed with is like, she knew what she wanted. She asked.
Persistent.
And then she was like, okay. Back then, I don't think women were that forthcoming. Maybe I was wrong, but now women are. And not that I want you to go after other people's husbands or spouses or partners or whatever, significant others, but I'm like, I do like when people say, this is what I would like, but don't do it if you're going to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, she was very persistent, and I don't think that is how most women acted back in those days. And so I think that was part of the attraction for him.
Yeah.
Is that she was I mean, I feel like Betty was very assertive but very struggling mentally.
Yes.
And then Candy came in, and Candy was like Candy, the actress, was like a little sex kitten. She was gorgeous. She was put together. She was engaging. She could play volleyball. She was in the choir, and Betty was negative Nancy and just like sitting in the corner and bitching and complaining about every single thing and blah, blah, blah. Poor me.
Well, and that's how they're denoting her. She probably was a lovely woman in real life, but in the movie, we're just talking about the movie.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So the next scene is when she's walking with her good friend, Sherry, played by Kristen Ritter. And what I liked about it, they go back into Smithville and they're walking by, you see Honey's in the background, the Old World Bakery. They go by the wine bar, and then they go into the Backdoor Cafe, which they're presenting as a saloon, but back then it's really just a cafe, and it was sweet tea recently, but they kind of present it like it's a bar slash, but I love the name, the Back Door, because it makes me think of anal sex.
Oh, okay.
Not that I'm into anal sex, but I think it's the name of anal sex because
it makes you
giggle. And then the wine bar was the front door or the front room, and then they had the back door, and I was like, yeah, I get it. All the innuendos, and so I thought that was funny. But I like seeing the town. Again, it's a perfect town to film these types of funny movies. And if you have not been to Old World Bakery, you need to go.
My God.
They have the best scones in the whole wide world.
Well, and I mean, today it feels like the 80s in there. It's so fun to go in there, and like Meemaw is sitting up shop, and just people come, like the locals come in just because they know their grandmother's going to be there every weekend.
Right.
And so they're like, oh, Meemaw, hey. They're like,
I know, it's so sweet.
It's so sweet. And that not my favorite thing in the whole wide world. There's a cat inside just so you kind of feel like you're at grandma's.
You do, and it's just always cuddled up on a chair, and it's like sweet. It's a sweet old cat, and it kind of leaves everybody alone for the most part. So, so after that, Candy is at her house, and she's doing all the chores. And in comes Preacher Jackie, who's played by Elizabeth Marvel, amazing, and she's talking to her,
and she represented. I mean, she looked just like every 80s woman I remember.
Yes. And I like this scene because it's definitely the foreshadowing of the story. But they're sitting there talking, and poor Preacher Jackie is getting a divorce, and she's having to make a change in her life. But she's going to go and teach at a local college, which I think, well, not that local. It's 200 miles away. And so, her friend Candy's like, please don't leave me. I need you. You're my best friend. And and she's like, well, I have to. This is my next step in life. And then ring, ring, ring. Hello? Hi, it's Alan. You want to have sex?
Ring, ring, ring. And the cord.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie, good luck on your move. I'll talk to you later.
No, Jackie's sitting right there with her back to us, and Candy thinks she's being like, secretive. Well, this is a very smart, intuitive person. Yes. She gets off the phone and she says, I don't think it's a good idea. And I mean, Candy, at least she's honest-ish. She tells, the preacher, her best friend, I want to have an affair, and I'm going to do it. And And Jackie is
Get
like,
out of the way.
it's a bad idea. Don't do it. And she said, I like this part. There are two types of friends. There's front door friends who come when they think they're needed. Knock, knock, knock. Can you let me in? I need to talk to you. And she goes, and then there's backdoor friends. They come through the kitchen. They say what's on their mind. They're honest. You're connected. She goes, you're one of my best backdoor friends. And I'm giving you some advice. This is a bad idea. Somebody's going to get hurt. This is going to be bad. And she was foreshadowing because, of course, we know that it's going to be bad. Yeah. But it doesn't stop Candy. The girl wants what she wants. That Alan.
Yeah. And that's Alan.
Hottie toddy Alan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely has her light on. So another thing I like is that they're driving through. She and Alan they run into each other at the gas station, which is still there in Smithville. It's on the main highway road that cuts through Smithville. And, but it's no longer a gas station, but it's set up as one of those old fashioned gas stations where you drive through, ding, ding, ding. And then somebody'd run out, pump your gas, clean your windshields, and check your tire pressure. Do you remember the days?
I miss those days. There are still a few. I know there's one in Westlake, and there's one near your house.
But yeah, there's one near Terrytown.
And now, but they upcharge now.
Yeah, well, I don't blame them. You got to get your bag, ladies. We got to get our bags, men too. But they go and have lunch together, and they're like, okay, we're going to do this thing.
Yeah.
But they said, before we do, let's make a list of pros and cons.
Yes.
And in good fashion, Candy goes home with a bunch of index cards that are colored by pros, cons, and in the middle. Red, pinkish is no, green is go, and yellow are things to think about. And she writes numbers on them and writes them all out. That would be found if somebody were to write it.
Yeah.
You would definitely have to do it on your phone, and you'd have to have like a secret code to it or something. Somebody found those index cards. But do you remember always making a list of pros and cons on things?
Yes.
I didn't always have to do with a guy, but I remember like doing a job or whatever, like, okay, what's the good, what's the bad? Let me go
I still use that
on index cards.
Not on index card, but
I wonder if she was a Virgo. She seemed very meticulous.
I just looked it up. I knew you were gonna say that. Guess her zodiac sign.
Not a Pisces.
No.
What?
A Scorpio.
Scorpios can be very organized and very meticulous. So they're thinking, are you looking up Elizabeth Olsen, or are you looking up Candy?
I looked up Candy.
Candy Montgomery. Okay. Yes. Well, and also I'm just gonna say she has a lot of time on her hands.
Oh my gosh. Well, but okay, well, we'll talk about it the next episode. But
don't get into the hotel. Yeah. Well, this is still the first one. They go to the hotel eventually, but so they list their pros and cons, and then they're talking on the phone. They decide, all right, let's meet. Also, she was writing her pros and cons cards in the backdoor cafe, like as she's sitting there having like, a sandwich, probably a chicken salad sandwich or something. She's sitting there like making her list. Like, what if somebody came over? Like, what does this mean? He might have a big dick. Like, what are you writing about on these pros and cons? What if the person's looking over your shoulder? You're in Wiley, Texas. That's not a big town. That could get spread all over the place. Also, I have to give her girlfriend some kudos because they kept it in the vault.
Yeah,
because nobody really
Candy wasn't really even trying to hide it.
She was living out loud.
Yeah.
So she goes and they go over, and then they meet at her house for lunch because everybody needs to eat lunch, she said to her potential affair partner. And she goes, let's do our do's and don'ts with our affair. And she has it taped to her floral wallpaper in her dining room or kitchenette. and they're going through it, and they're being very like, well, if somebody starts having feelings, I'm going to tell you, somebody's always going to catch feelings.
Yeah.
Have you not watched the movie with the people? It's like, what do they call it? Friends with Benefits.
Yeah.
Watch that movie. If
Oh, it's a
somebody thinks
great
you're going to have
movie.
an affair and somebody's not going to have feelings,
Yeah.
somebody always catches feelings.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a done deal.
It's contagious.
It's contagious.
Those feelings are contagious.
I don't know. I do think it was funny how Candy and what's his name again? I always forget the men's names. Alan. Yeah, how they were like, okay, and this is how we're gonna do the expenses. I'm gonna bring food so we're not wasting time. And we're gonna split everything. I'll book the room. It'll be 50-50 split. It'll include gas, groceries, and the motel stay.
Oh my gosh. And I like it in cash.
Yeah, bring your part. You know what? Let's keep it running on a ledger. That's a good idea. Just more evidence.
Let's keep the ledger. Yeah. Yeah.
And it'll be like hotel room on 12/13. $25.
Well, and honestly, I don't think there was an attempt to hide it. I think she was
No.
like, dude, I mean, you're in a small town. People are like, hey, every Tuesday at 9:30, you're leaving your office and she's driving, and y'all's cars are at the hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, the jig is up.
I thought it was funny when she's getting ready for her rendezvous that she gets in the tub, puts the shaving cream on her legs, is shaving her legs. Who does that anymore? Also, when you get to a certain age, your hair stops growing on your legs.
That's not true.
For me, I mean, I used to be like a chia pet.
Yeah, it's just sparse.
It's patchy.
It's patchy. And you're like, I don't need to shave my legs. There's only 3 hairs, and then they're this long. They're like a foot long. It's like, what is that?
So I was looking at her make the picnic basket. I was looking at all the product placement, but just knowing all of those things that we used to use and eat, definitely in the 80s, the bacon bits, the Crisco. She has the picnic basket has her little wine. It probably was like the grossest wine ever, because I don't think back then a lot of people really are big wine connoisseurs.
Well, they weren't getting California wine in Wiley, Texas. They were getting muscadine wine.
Yeah. She got some Booth Farms, some strawberry.
She got $2 Chuck from.
As she's driving to the hotel, she drives over what is called the Bastrop Bridge.
And she was singing, and
She was singing and loving it. But I love the old iron bridge in Bastrop.
We hike that trail all the time. I love that little trail system.
Yeah, so it's a pedestrian bridge now. It goes over the Colorado River. No. I think it's so cool because it's like a steel truss bridge. And right now they're doing some renovations over it, but trying to make it very safe. And it has the 3 trusses. Mm-hmm. And I just think it's such a beautiful sight, because when you're driving through Bastrop, I like to look to the right if I'm driving back to Austin and see that beautiful bridge. Well, and there is a path to walk. Yeah.
And it's over the Colorado. It's over the Colorado, and there's a trail system right underneath it. And during the holidays, they decorate it. They have a light.
So pretty.
Yeah, I love that trail.
Yeah. So one thing about that bridge, like I said, like you can't drive over it anymore. So they've made it really nice as a pedestrian bridge. But as she's driving over it, of course, she's playing the beautiful music. Oh, the Chainsaw Massacre 2 was also filmed on part of that bridge, by the way.
Yeah.
So
yeah. We'll have to do a deep dive on Hoopers.
Yes. So she drives up to the Continental Hotel. It has this really cool portico, but that hotel, part of it was filmed at Cottonwood Hotel in LaGrange, Texas. But part of it was also filmed in the University Inn in San Marcos. It is closed now, but they used it as a set. So I think the external was the University Inn, and the interior was the Continental Hotel.
Yeah.
So anyway, oh, by the way, the old Iron Bridge was built in 1923. Wow. So I think that's so fascinating. So they go and they do the dirty deed, and for the first time, Alan has been French kissed,
and it's open door.
And yes, it's open door. You do see the grunty faces and things like that, but they keep their clothes on. Which is adorable and funny. I mean, not good, bad people, but I'm just, for the movie, I thought it was like very timely and everything. And then as the closing part of the movie, as Candy, she goes, we have to take a shower because we can't have our smell on each other. She means the sex smell.
Yeah.
And
thanks for clarifying. I was wondering.
Yeah. And Alan's face during sex cracked me up. But she's taking her shower, and they're definitely foreshadowing, because at first it's church music, which is very, I thought, odd, but I got it, and she's taking her shower. She's washing her hair, which I don't understand why she washed her hair, because now she has to dry her hair and all that. And when she leaves the hotel, then, I don't know. But whatever. So she's washing her hair, but then you see the blood in the drain. So that's like what's to come in the next part. So it's a little foreshadowing. And the shower scene was a little creepy, but well done in the filmmaking. So that was part 1 of Love and Death. And what did you think, Shelley?
I was blown away. I loved it. The music is so good.
The music's so good. The scenes, the station wagon,
the
location, old towns, the location.
Bravo, David E. Kelly again.
The actors.
Yeah.
Even though I just want to say a disclaimer, I usually don't like to do like true story, like with the death stuff, because I know there's a victim and victims in this story.
Yes.
But what I'm focusing on right now is just the actors, the scenery, where it was filmed, Texas film societies, things of that sort.
Yeah.
But I do understand that Betty and her family suffered a terrible loss in the loss of this mom, and why.
Spoiler alert.
Well, it says Love and Death.
Yeah, but we didn't know.
Again, this movie's been out for a while.
Well, I think that's a very important point. Is, for me, there's a disconnect. It's just a show to me, but they keep saying this is a true story. This is a true story. Yeah. This is a true story.
Yeah.
But I have to compartmentalize and just like.
Right.
I can't think about all the
yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to just
thank you for sharing that.
We do, we want to say, that we're not trying to be silly and funny about the death of this woman, but we are interested in the movie making practices that I think the different characters, the actors that they put in this film are incredible.
Yeah.
They do such a great job. It is 100%. And then just the attention to detail is amazing. Agreed. So if you have a chance, go ahead and watch
watch it with us, you guys. Watch the episode. Yeah, get caught up.
Then we will do episode 2, right, Shelley?
Yeah,
right.
Episode 2. And I don't know how we're going to drop it. Do you want to just drop it?
Whatever.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, right. we're gonna drop them as we watch them. So watch it tonight. Get caught up. And we'll
catch you up in a couple of days.
Yeah,
with the next one.
Yeah,
that was really fun.
And I think it's relevant and timely since it's all about Texas. So Texas.
Yeehaw.